how to build an easy item sorter in Minecraft. These are the resources you will need for this item sorter. Okay, so the first step to this item sorter is to place yourself out 4 double chests right next to each other. So pretty much with these 4 double chests, we're going to have 4 different resources. So a quick example, in this one we could have diamonds, this one we could have emeralds, this one we could have cobblestone, and this one we could have stone bricks. Obviously that's up to you, but anyways, let's continue. And after you've done this, you will need to head behind these chests and then place 4 hoppers going into those chests. So pretty much 1 hopper going into each chest. Then head on top of those hoppers and place a temporary block at the back of the chest. Then place hoppers going into those blocks, pretty much like this. And then you can of course destroy those blocks. After you've done that, you will need to head up here and place a temporary block on top of one of the sides of the hoppers. Then you will have to place another block going out from that block. Then you can destroy that block. And now you will pretty much need to place yourself out 4 hoppers going into that block. And then you can destroy this block and replace it with a chest. Now one quick thing to say is that we are going to be placing a chest about right here, with then of course a hopper right here. And this chest is pretty much where you're going to be placing the items that you want to send into the system. So that means that if you want to have the chest where you pretty much dispose of your inventory on this side, you will pretty much need the chest right here and then have the hoppers run pretty much away from that chest. So anyways, after you've done this, you will now need to head behind here, and then pretty much at the bottom blocks we have right here, or pretty much right behind the bottom hoppers, place yourself out 4 blocks. Then you will have to go 1 block back, 1 block down, then destroy these 4 blocks, then go 2 more blocks back and destroy these 8 blocks, like this. Then you will also have to head under here and destroy the 4 blocks we have right under these blocks we placed. You will also have to destroy a 1 block right here, simply so we can get into this room. 1 more down, because we're going to be placing something under here. The next step is to place yourself out 4 target blocks right here. Then head under here and place yourself out 4 redstone torches at those target blocks. And then head on top of here and place yourself out 4 comparators, so pretty much 1 comparator going out from each hopper, like this. Then after you've done that, place yourself out 4 redstone dusts right behind the target blocks, like this. Then place 4 blocks behind those redstone dusts. Then place 4 redstone dust on top of those blocks. Then place 4 glass blocks on top of the first redstone we placed, and then place 4 more redstone on top of those blocks. Then pretty much right in front of the comparators, place yourself out 4 blocks. So now you should have something that looks along the lines of this. Okay, so now we're pretty much done with the main module of the farm, and of course you can expand this pretty much as long as you want if you for example want to have more than 4 items. And another quick thing to say is that you can also expand this downwards, so if you want to have more chests going downwards, you can simply expand it downwards by doing, well, pretty much this. So anyways, what you will have to do now is of course place out some filter blocks inside each of these hoppers, and then of course the items that you want to have sorted into the individual chests. So to create the filter blocks, you will have to place yourself out an anvil. Then you can place any kind of blocks inside that anvil, and then simply rename this block to whatever you want, pretty much like this for example. Then head into the second hopper row we have right here, so pretty much the hoppers that are right in front of the comparators, and then in the 4 last slots of each of these hoppers, place yourself out 4 solid blocks, or 4 of these blocks that we just renamed. And as you can see, these blocks will end up staying in the hopper and they will not disappear into the chests, pretty much just like this. And also one thing we've noticed is that after we have placed out those blocks, these comparators will turn on, or the small lights we have behind here will turn on. So if I remove these blocks from this, these will of course turn off, and if that happens, you have done this correctly. Then the next step to filling up the hoppers is of course to get yourself 41 of the blocks you want to have sorted out. So let's say I for example want to have diamonds, iron ingots, golden ingots and netherite ingots sorted out into these chests. So what I could do then is simply place out a stack of diamonds inside here. This will slowly of course empty itself until it's 41 left. The same over here, and of course you don't need to place a stack, you can actually just place 41 if you want to, 41 there. Then we of course want to have, let's say, gold inside here. Let's get 41 of those, 41 there, and then 41 netherite lastly. Now of course this is quite expensive, so you probably don't want to do this for netherite and stuff, but of course that's up to you. But before I show you how this works, I want to recommend one quick step, and that is of course, if you're building let's say 50 of these right next to each other to have 50 different items, it might be a bit annoying to memorize where everything is. So one thing I might recommend you do is head on top of the chests and then place yourself out some staircases, because you can still open the chests if you place a staircase, and then simply place some item frames right here. That disappeared. Let's replace it with then of course the items you have in the chests. So I have diamonds right here, irons right here, gold right here, and netherite right here. So now I can pretty much look at these and know that if I want to grab iron, I can head into this chest. So anyways, let's test this out. Let's go into this chest and drop ourselves out the resources we just placed in. If we look into this chest, the diamonds will start appearing in the chest. As you can see, they are going through. If we wait a teeny second, soon the iron would start going. Boom, the iron has started going. If we wait a bit more, the gold will start going, etc, etc. Now one quick thing I want want to show you about why we place this chest here is that if I, for example, place out some, let's say, smooth stone inside there because I had that in my inventory, we don't have smooth stone right here, so instead of the smooth stone getting stuck inside this hopper, because we have the chest right here, the smooth stone will be sent into this chest. Now this is also why I recommend that you have a few of these chests, simply to make sure that the system never gets full. So anyways, that is it for this one. If you have any questions about how this works or anything like that, feel free to leave them down below and I'll answer your questions as quickly as possible. Anyways, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.